Now, this evening, we're going to be looking at two parallel stories, two stories that are intertwined in a profound way. The two stories we're going to be looking at are the history of jazz, particularly the roots of jazz, where it came from, but also his story, history itself, the biblical story. The stories are both framed and united by a common theme, the theme of slavery.
When Israel was in Egypt land, oppressed so hard.
But as the biblical story took root in their lives, these work songs took on a new tone, a tone of hope with a spiritual theme. And this is why they're often called gospel spirituals. By 1810, though, the slave trade to the United States was coming to an end, and the slave population began to increase naturally, giving rise to a large native-born population of what became known as African Americans. This resulted in a myriad of cultures and groups of enslaved Africans blending together with Western cultures as well, making way for the creation and development of music and religious practices that were increasingly African American in style. As they heard teaching from the Bible that all Christians are equal in the sight of God, this message provided true hope and sustenance to the slaves. The songs began to take on a new tone of hope and optimism amidst the strife, as you'll hear in our next song, Precious Lord, Take My Hand. So as they heard the gospel and the great news of Jesus' rescue, they found that not only were they physically slaves in a foreign land, but they had a greater problem, that their slavery actually ran far deeper. Now, our next song is an old favorite. It's a classic gospel song that speaks of this amazing, undeserved act of grace through Jesus. And I'll leave you to guess the title.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see.